What is up guys, welcome back to another video, and inside of today's video I am going to be going over the 15 win championship challenge guide for March, and you could get 15 wins easily with this guide. So first of all, the maps, very simple. It's Gem Grab, Minecart Madness, followed by Shooting Star for Bounty, and then Nuts and Bolts for Siege, and Hot Zone Split, and finally Sneaky Fields and Brawl. Now I'm going to be covering these maps in full detail later on, so yeah, let's hop right into the video. Alright, so for the first map we have Minecart Madness. Now for the layout of this map, it's actually pretty open right now, and you just want to separate yourselves into 3 lanes. The best brawlers right now are going to be Stu, Sandy, Colonel Ruffs, 8-Bit, Mr. P, Sprout, Jean, Max, BB, and Pam. And for the best team comps, there are like a few mixes here and there, but some brawlers that I haven't named that are on this list, such as Byron and Amber, are also pretty good here, and you can run a pretty sizable variety of comps here. So yeah, take the first 3 wins however you'd like, cause it's going to be very easy. You're probably going to be facing noobs anyway, so yeah, let's hop right to the next map. So for the next map we have Shooting Star for Bounty, and this map, it's very open. There are very few covers. The cover is probably near the middle, honestly, and it's not even that much cover anyways, but the best brawlers will be Nani, Sprout, Mr. P, Tick, Piper, Leon, Bo, Byron, Colonel Ruffs, and Brock. Leon doesn't really get used much, as well as Colonel Ruffs, so if you're experienced with them, I'd say go with them, but there are better options than them. And also Piper boasts an impressive 22.2% use rate, and Nani boasts an impressive 17.7% use rate, so they're used a lot and they win a lot, so this proves that they're probably the best brawlers in the game. And for the team comps, well, you have pretty much a mix of all of the top 10 brawlers. The one exception that you'll notice is Mortis. If you have a skilled Mortis, then go for it. He'll probably like stack kills or somewhat like that, and he just wants you to go aggressive, go towards that Piper, 3-shot her, and just be a nuisance to the enemy team. But apart from that, you just want to play passive. You don't want to go for kills that often. Just look for opportunities to get kills, but don't get killed yourself. So yeah, that's probably my tips for Shooting Star. Let's hop right to the next map. So the next map is going to be Nuts and Bolts. Now for the layout of this map, the center is pretty enclosed, and the Ike area, it's pretty open with some water protecting the Ike area. So yeah, and if you get from the spawns, then you can switch in either lanes. It doesn't really matter. It just, you want to have like one person going to the lane where the bolt doesn't spawn, and 2 people to the lane where the bolt first spawns. So yeah, the best brawlers for this map are going to be Sprout, Jackie, Mr. P, Sandy, Surge, BB, Frank, Ams, Max, and Jean. Although Starless says that Daryl and Shelly have higher win rates, I just don't think that they're justifiable, because they don't really have that high of a use rate, to be honest, so I decided not to include them. Daryl can work, but it's only because of like his super high reliant damage and the water. And for the best team comps, for the most part you have pretty much the same brawlers. The only notable exception, to be honest, is going to be Lou and the throwers, so Tick, Dynamite, and Barley. The throwers are also really good, and Lou is like such a good defender in Siege. So yeah, that's going to be it for nuts and bolts. Pretty simple. I mean, for my tips, just control the center. If you get the first bot, you can easily control the center, and if you fail to get the second bot but you have about the same number of bolts as the other team, then let them get the second bot, because you are going to be building up for the third siege bot, and it's going to be much stronger than the second one, if you're able to defend the second one, of course. But yeah, that's going to be all of the tips. Let's hop right to the next one. And then we have Split and Hot Zone. Now this map is pretty interesting because there is a long wall barrier that divides the map and the zones in two, so that is really interesting. But where you want to go is either 2 people on the left and 1 person on the right, or 2 people on the right and 1 person on the left. Basically you want 2 to 1. And in my opinion, 2 people should go on the left and 1 person should go on the right, because the right zone, it's more accessible, honestly, because you don't have to walk past that barrier. And yeah, for the best brawlers here, we have Colonel Ruffs, Gale, BB, Surge, Jackie, Frank, Tick, Nita, Colette, as well as Rosa. And those brawlers tend to be like either have really high health or they have like really strong means of control. And for the best team comps, and you have like some people that stand out, such as Rico and Barley. Now Rico can actually solo defend the right lane if you get the control. It's just really OP as that, and it's really strong. Rico is really strong in Split. It's just that he has such a high pick rate and use rate that he gets a bit overshadowed. So yeah, that's going to be it for Split. Let's hop on to Sneaky Fields. So finally we have Sneaky Fields. Now this is going to be by far the hardest matches of them all, but it's Brawl Ball, so if you play Brawl Ball like really often, then you should have a decent matchup here. But the map layout, basically you just want to split it into 3 lanes. You want to check the bushes, as you don't know if people are going to run into the bushes or not, or if they're going to take a different path. And also try to break the walls in front of their goal if you can. Don't break the walls in front of your goal though, because that would give an easy access for the enemy. But for the best brawlers, we have Stu, Colonel Ruffs, Lou, Max, Ems, Sandy, Rosa, Colette, Mr. P, as well as Pam. These brawlers have very good control here. And for the best team comps, there's pretty much a mix of all of them. I'd say most notably Tara and Shelly aren't on the list. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they also get like used a lot, because Tara of her gadget, and Shelly because of her ability to counter tanks well, which they really do thrive in Sneaky Fields. So yeah, it's kind of like a rock paper scissors game in this case, but not really, because there are a lot of brawler archetypes, but some archetypes just counter one another, and some just really feel bad, while some just can hold their lane off very well. But yeah, just remember to coordinate with your team, and that's pretty much it for all of the tips. And yeah, for some extra tips, if you want to use Discord VC to communicate with your teammates, that's probably like the best option if you're playing with a team, which you should be looking for in either Discord or just looking for a team feature through Brawl Stars. And yeah, that's going to be all of the tips and strategy in this video. I hope you get 15 wins and pick up that sweet badge, which I didn't last month. I mean, I choked really badly. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I'll see you next time. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for another video. Peace out.